Hello and welcome to Morpholio Board 5.0. This incredible new version is filled with the most powerful and easy to use mood board and presentation tools. In this video, we'll cover the best new features in Morpholio 5.0 that will totally transform your design workflow. This includes new multi-page projects, new Magic Lift, new Shadow Maker, new text editing tools, and new product lists. You'll get a brief overview of each feature in this video, so for more in-depth tutorials, check out the individual ones on our channel. Let's check out these amazing new tools. With multi-page, you can create presentations that compile a series of boards in one project. This might include an interior design presentation of multiple rooms within a home, iterating through different design options for a single space, or compiling multiple boards in one spot. Working with a multi-page project in Morpholio Board is super easy. All you have to do is tap the multi-page button on the left side, tap one of the previews to select it, and then you'll be able to edit that page with all of your favorite mood board tools. You can scroll through, tap a new page, and continue editing it. You can add images, edit these images with the amazing Edit Image tools, add things from Pinterest, and so much more. If you want to rearrange your pages, just simply tap and hold on one of the previews till it pops up, and then you can move it to a new location. There are a couple ways to create new pages in a multi-page project. The easiest way is to hit the plus button on the top, and then you'll add a new blank page. You can then tap the preview of it to select it and start editing and creating a new board. Another way to create a new page though is to duplicate an existing one. This is really great if you're working on iterations of a design. First, tap select, then select the page that you want to duplicate and hit the duplicate button on the bottom. You'll see that a second page was created. So at the top you can hit done. Then you'll be able to go down and select that page and start editing and modifying it to create a second iteration. As you can see, multi-page in Morpholio Board 5.0 is sure to make your design process more fluid and opens up endless opportunities for how you use board. Magic Lift is the easiest way to remove the background from any image. With just one tap, Magic Lift harnesses the power of Apple's extraordinary background removal technology to help you isolate a piece of furniture or any object that you find within a scene. Let's check out how it works. One of the most common places to get your images for your mood board is from the web. The issue is that many times these images have backgrounds that you don't want. Magic Lift is perfect for these scenarios. With the web clipper in Morpholio Board, you can quickly crop images from any website and add them to your board. Just hit the crop button and then move the crop marks to the area that you want to crop. Hit the check button and this image will be added right into your board. All you have to do from here is tap the Magic Lift button. You can see how Apple's incredible AI technology instantly identifies the primary part of the image and removes everything else. If there are other parts of the drawing that you don't want, you can always use the cutout tools in Morpholio Board to remove more parts of the image. Once you've cut out your image the way you want it, you can do other things like mirror it. And just like that, we've been able to isolate this image using Magic Lift and clean it up using cutout. Just like all the other mood board tools in Morpholio Board, Magic Lift is super easy to use and so powerful. If you're enjoying this video and want to give our team a huge boost, please like this video and subscribe to our channel to never miss a new video. Adding shadows to your images is a really easy way to add a level of sophistication and polish to your boards. To add shadows to your images, all you have to do is select the image, then down at the bottom you'll see a shadow button, and if you tap that, there are 3 different options for shadows you can add. So I'm going to go ahead and add a ground shadow to this image, which will give it a realistic shadow as if it was being lit from above. I'll select ground and then adjust the perspective slider to skew the perspective of the shadow. Then I'll drop the opacity a bit and increase the blur. And then here's something that's really cool. Watch the shadow as I spin this object around and rotate it. You'll see the shadow below it actually live updates and just gives a really realistic view of what's happening. The last thing I'll do is adjust the offset to pull this shadow right underneath the chair so it looks super realistic. And you'll see when I turn on all the layers here, what's really great about adding a ground shadow to your image is that it just really makes it pop and stand out against all the other images on your board. Another cool thing about shadows is that you can add them to multiple images at a time. all you have to do is turn on multi-select at the top, then you can select multiple images on your board and tap shadow at the bottom. The first thing I'll do is adjust the opacity here to drop it down and make it a little lighter. I'll blur the shadow a little bit more, and then I'll change the direction of the shadow to get it looking how I want it. And the last thing I'll do is adjust the offset to pull these shadows in and make that drop shadow really tight against these materials. And then when I turn on these other layers, you'll see how this simple drop shadow really elevates this entire board and makes each of the different material samples pop off the page. The last type of shadow is really great for swatches or other paper-like objects that you might have on your board. Again, tap on the image on your board, select shadow, and now this time select paper. And you'll see as I adjust this stretch slider here, the shadow starts to curl just like it would if the paper were curling on the ends. I'll next adjust the opacity, adjust the blur, and then I'll adjust the offset a bit here to pull the shadow in more tightly. And now when I turn on the other layers again, you can see they all have this really beautiful paper shadow, and this whole swatch board looks realistic as if there were paper swatches all on this board. Although the images tell the story of your interior design mood boards, adding relevant titles, captions, and labels is extremely important to help direct your audience and style your board. In Morpholio Board 5.0, you can edit the font, color, size, justification, kerning, and line spacing of your text to get it looking just the way you want it. On this material board, I've already added a title and labels to different materials on the board. There's some white space on the bottom though, where I want to add some descriptions about the different materials. To add a new text box, all I have to do is hit this AA button here, and a new text box is created. I can use this move icon to move the text down to the area where I want it, and now I can add my text. I've gone ahead and added my notes here, and one thing you'll notice in Morpholio Board 5.0 is that you can now edit the style of different parts of your text that are in the same text box. You'll see down at the bottom I've added this note, and the style from the label actually carried over into the description. What I can do now though is just highlight this portion of the text, and then I can edit it. I can adjust the font and pick a new one. I can also adjust the font color and the font size if I want to. I can adjust the styling, in this case to make it italics and match the other notes. I could also change the justification from left to center to right, but I'll keep it to the left. I can adjust the line spacing, so I could make it a little tighter or give the lines each a little more breathing room. And I can also adjust the kerning, but in this case, I'll just leave it at 0. And when I'm done, I just hit the done button and I've successfully added these notes to the board. To edit the text later, all you have to do is tap on the text and then down at the bottom, hit edit text. This will bring you back into the edit mode where you can adjust and modify the text as you need. Your furniture lists, shopping lists, and spreadsheets just got a huge upgrade. Now, not only will they include product data, descriptions, and links, but also cost, quantity, dimension, and room for further details. Once you finish your board and as you're working, you always have the ability to switch between your product list and your cut sheets. Now, if you hit your product lists, there is a new button up here where you can add a few new categories, including dimensions, quantity, and cost. These all will appear here where you can add in the dimensions, the amount, and the cost for each item. What's really cool about this is that you can display what you want for your clients and hide everything else. So if there's anything that you don't want to show when you export your list, you can simply hide it, and that column will disappear and not be included in your export. What's cool about this is everything that you include in your list will also be included in your cut sheets that you share and export as well. To share this list, you just hit the export button. You can share a PDF and include your board and the cut sheets as well, or you can just share an Excel file of the sheet that can be opened in Excel or any other spreadsheet software. These are some of the greatest features in Morpholio Board 5.0. If you want more in-depth tutorials about how each feature works, check out the individual tutorials on our channel. We can't wait to see what you make with these incredible new tools. When you share your work, tag Morpholio Board so we can find and feature your boards on our page. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other how-to videos.